Hello everyone, welcome to my class, and this class is for 4th grade place value system. So we are going to learn today's class standard form, expanded form, then we will learn word form, then we will learn what relationship they have between the values of written standard form. And then we are going to learn how to read it from left to right, right to left, and how to compare those number, how many times each other they are, right? And then how to order them. So which number is greater than other? So this is completely all we are going to learn today's class. So let's start. So place value system. In 4th grade we have till billion. So we will go up to billion. Okay. It will start with the 3 period, right? For example, ones, tens, 100 is 1 period. Okay. Then 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 again period. Then million, 10 million, 100 million again period. And then you have billion. Okay. So let's write a number. How will you read? So when you give the place value, you start from your right and you go towards your left. So you start from here, from your left, ones. From your right, you are going towards your left. Ones, tens, 100, period, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, period, million, 10 million, 100 million, period. Then you have this billion. So how will you read now? Now you read from your left. 7 billion, 428 million, 452,777. Okay, how you are reading it? 7 billion, because it is at billions place. So 7 billion 428 million 452,777. Right? First period has hundreds, the second period has thousand, the third period had million, the fourth period start with billion. Okay, so this number is written already in standard form. So this number is already in standard form. Now we will learn how to write this in expanded form. Okay. So this is standard form and we are talking about expanded form. Which is very important because then only you will know how many zeros are there. Okay. So expanded form, 7 multiplied by 1 billion. So 1 comma, how many zeros? You have 9 zeros. 1 billion has 9 zeros after 1. Okay, so total it's a 10-digit number, but 1 followed by 9 zeros, that makes 1 billion. Okay, so 7 multiplied by 1 billion plus 4 multiplied by 100 million. Then plus 2 multiplied by 10 million. Plus 8 multiplied by 1 million. So 1 million has 1 followed by 6 zeros. Okay. 1 billion has 1 followed by 9 zeros, which makes it 10 digit. Okay. 1 and then 9 zeros. For million, 1 and then 6 zeros. Okay. Plus 4 multiplied by 100,000 plus 5 multiplied by 10,000 plus 2 multiplied by 1,000 plus 7 multiplied by 100 plus 7 multiplied by 10 plus 7 multiplied by 1. This is your expanded form. Again, I will explain that you are starting writing from your left and you will go towards your right. But place value, you will start giving it from right and you come back towards your left, right? So you know that 7 is at billions place. So 7 multiplied by 1 billion, 4 multiplied by 100 million, 2 multiplied by 10 millions, 8 multiplied by 1 million, 4 multiplied by 100,000, 5 multiplied by 10,000, 2 multiplied by 1,000, 7 multiplied by 100, 7 multiplied by 10, 7 multiplied by 1. I have given 777 at the end just to explain to you how the same number is different and what relation they have with each other. Okay. So this is called expanded form, and word form is what I just said, that you just have to write it in word form, like 7,428,452,777. When you write it in the word form, that is called word form. Okay. Now let's learn the relationship between the numbers. So I said that this is one period, right? So this is at ones, this is at tens, and this is at hundreds. So this one actually you means that 7 is multiplied by 1. This at tens place means 7 multiplied by 10. When it at this one is 7 multiplied by 100. All three numbers, but their values are different because their place values are different, right? 777 actually is 700 plus 70 plus 7, right? All three different numbers. So what relationship they have? Now please pay attention towards this. It is really important. So when you are from your right, when you are moving towards your left, from your right, when you are moving towards your left, you are multiplying by 10 all the time. So you multiply 1 with 10 to get your tens place value. You multiply by again 10 to get 100 place value. So the next place value you are getting by multiplying with 10. So once multiply by 10, you give the tens place value. 10 multiplied by again 10, you get 100 place value. 100 multiplied by 10, you get the 1000 place value. 1000 multiplied by 10, you get the 10,000 place value. So on, right? But when you are going from your left towards your right, you are dividing. So billion place value, when you divide by 10, you get 100 million place. 100 million place value, when you divide it by 10, you get 10 million place value. 10 million place, again you divide by 10, you get 1 million place value. So this is how the relationship is building. So when you are moving from your right towards your left, you are multiplying by 10. But when you are going from your left towards your right, you are dividing it by 10. So right now, as I said that this 7 at ones place value you are multiplying with 1. So you start with ones. The second place value you are multiplying by 10. The third multiplied by again 10. So what the relationship between these two? These two, that 7 is this tens place value is 10 times of at ones place value. So 7, I'm talking about all three different 7 only, okay? And then we have this, actually we have 4 7. If you see this 7, this 7, and this 7, and this 7. Now we are only going to write about the place value for those 7. So this is 7 times 1, this is 7 times 10, this 7 times 100, and this 7 times billion. So you see the same value, but with different place value, it changes the meaning, right? So this 7 and this 7 is 10 times. This 7 is 70, and 70 is 10 times of this 7. And this is again 10 times of this 7. But if I ask you what is the relationship between ones and 100? So one place value you are multiplying with 1, and for 100 you are multiplying by 10 and 10 again. That makes 100. So if you go from ones to 100, it is 100 times. 100 to 1000, it is 100 times. 1000 to million, it is 100 times. So next to each other is 10 times. But if you skip, it is 100 times. If you skip 2 times, it is 1000 times. So one's place value and 1000 place value, how many times? The 1000 place value is from ones is 1000 times. If you have something written here, for example, it is written here 2 and it is written here 4. So what relationship between 4 and 2 is? They are 100 times. 4 is 100 times of 2. So this 4 is 100 times of 2. This relationship they share. And same way, if you have something written here, and for example it's written here 2, so if you want to know the relationship of 2 at 1000 place, and this 2 is at 10 million place, 10 million place, what relationship do they share? We are going to talk about that. So here, so see, so to skip 1, 2, 3 and 4, so write 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is 10,000 times. So this 2 is 10,000 times of that of the 2. Okay. So that is very important to learn the relationship between the place value, how they are affecting each other, right? But when I ask you the different thing, that okay, what this is relative to this, so if you are going from left to right, you are dividing, right? So for this to reach here, you are dividing it by 10. To reach here, you are dividing it by 10. So you are dividing here and you are multiplying here by 10 every second time, right? Every time when you are moving like this, you are multiplying by 10, like this. When you are moving like this, you are dividing it by 10. So this relationship you have to understand. Now let's talk about how to order, how to compare, right? You have two numbers, 4, 5, 3, comma, 3, 2, 8, comma, 4, 1, 3. And then you have 4, 5, 3, comma, 3, 7, 4, 7, 1, 2. These are two numbers. I want you to compare. So how will you compare? You start from right side, from left side, and you will go towards your right side. So you start comparing from left towards right. Okay. So you start with first. So 4 and 4, they are same. You cannot compare. You cannot say which one is bigger. So you compare these two. They are same. Still same. Still same. Still same. And now there is a difference. So you started comparing from your left side and you saw that those numbers were same. You cannot compare unless you reach up to this point where you can see that 2 and 7. Now you compare. So you know that 2 is less than 7. So this number is less than this number. Okay. So this is your less than sign. This is your greater than sign. And this is your equal to sign. So you know about an arrow, right? So when it is kind of arrow sign, it is greater. When you see loosely like L, it is less, and then equal sign. So we have those three signs. So what today you learn how to write it in the standard form, expanded form, word form, the relationship between how it is moving. Like if you go from your right to left, it is 10 times each. When you are coming from your left to right, you're dividing it by 10 times, right? So how many times they are uh, related to each other, right? Is it 10 times each? And then we learn how to compare two numbers, how to order them, whether it is greater than, less than, or they are same. Okay. So again, I will say practice, practice, and practice.